Namaskaram. Today is the induction session for all the new mentees of September 24 and November 24 attempt. So we have students from more than 10 plus states, and this is a mini India. And we want to share what we normally share with them. So this is an open conversation after a Sudarshana Homa, which we did for the benefit of all of us. There are certain ground rules which we set before we start the mentorship program. So as I'm speaking to them, you can also have access to our insights. Okay, guys. Uh, why are you all here? What is the single most reason why you are here? Be louder in the single sentence. To clear your CA exams. You guys, is there any other goal apart from this? Okay. So the single most important goal is clearing CA exams. Pay attention, understand what it is. Now, how do you know that you'll clear CA exams? What is the metric or what is the proof that you have cleared CA exam? How do you know that you're going to clear CA exam? Mark sheet. So just like weight in cages, CA is in marks, right? We're talking about marks. Okay. So if you have to get marks, what is the closest thing for you to get marks? You do this, you'll get marks. What is that one step below marks? You do this, you'll get marks. What is it? Think clearly.
You write your exam and get marks.
Yes, right? Writing. Preparation won't get you marks. Writing. You write. One is to clear CA, you get marks. What is the closest step to getting marks? Writing the exam. Okay, writing the exam. Clear. So, which means that you have to continuously focus on writing the exam. Once again, I repeat, writing the exam. You write, they'll give you marks. Written answers. It's not an interview. Clear? Okay. For you to write the exam in such a way that you'll get the requisite marks, what should you write? Like for you to write whatever gets you 300 plus or whatever gets you 150 plus, what do you need to write that answer sheet? What do you need the most? What do you need? For you to write one step below.
Content of the study matter.
Content. Can I get more precise answers? For you to get those 300 or for you to get that 50 marks in that paper, what do you need? What are the three things you need to get 50 marks in that particular paper? What is the first thing you need? What is the first thing you might need? Diksha can actually do a moving. Yeah. What is the closest thing? Please pay attention, guys. I'm talking about the bullseye. There are a lot of coincident circles from 10 to 0. I'm talking about the bullseye. What is the closest thing? Pay attention. Think and answer. Very good. Okay, you're talking about attempting the question paper. What do you mean by attempting the question paper? What is the first step? What is the first step? If I have to attempt a question, what is the first step to attempt a question? Fantastic. What do you mean by understanding the question? It's in English, right? What do you mean by understanding the question? Interpretation. What else? What else?
Get to know what is asked.
Absolutely. Okay. So understanding the question in a sense that the examiner wants. Because most of you, the biggest risk for all of you is you misinterpreting the question. Your direction of the answer, you'll put in the wrong map and the whole answer will go for a toss. How many of you agree that it's a significant risk? Show of hands.
Yes.
Show of hands. Okay. So the number one and most important problem is there is a chance that you are misinterpreting the question. It could be a theoretical question, arithmetic number, or MCQ, anything. Okay. So for you to interpret the question in the right sense, for you to understand the question in the right sense, what is the most important ingredient? For you to understand the question the way it is asked, what do you think is the most important ingredient?
Conceptual clarity.
Conceptual clarity. What else?
Concentration.
Why?
If we have concentration, we can focus.
Okay. Now we have two sets of answers. Mani says conceptual clarity, and we also have an answer talking about concentration. So, what or who do you think is more right, or what is more important, concentration or conceptual clarity? On the day of the exam, if you have to choose one, if you have to focus on one of the aspects, what is more important? Concept or concentration? Concept or concentration? How many of you are in for concepts? Why concept?
Because if you don't know the concept, concentration won't help.
If you know the concept, can I get it right automatically? Okay, concept or concentration? Concentration. Why do you think concentration is more important than concept?
Concentration. Conceptual
If they
learning.
read concentratedly, then only interpret the question.
Right. So what we are arriving here is, what we are thinking is, after 3 months or 4 months of intense preparation, we are all expecting that you'll be able to do the syllabus reasonably well. Because let's say you don't have conceptual clarity, you're out of the game. It's like you don't know batting, you're like a tailender. I'm not talking about how a tailender can score a century. I'm talking about how a batsman can actually score a century, right? So when you don't even have conceptual clarity, you're failed much before you enter the examination hall. So that is something which is not going to happen here. So that is a base fundamental, right? So that is given. Let's say you need a pen, it is given. You understand, right? Writing is different from pen. I'm talking about a far more specific thing. Conceptual clarity should be there. Okay, I'm taking it as default. Understood? So on the day of the exam, with the given concept, with the given conceptual clarity, for you to understand the question properly, you have to pay attention. Concentration, attention, focus. There is a lot of difference, but let's understand it's attention. You have to pay specific attention. Now, why are you not able to pay attention? Why are you not doing it already? Why do you think you know that you have to do it in do it with certain amount of concentration? Why are you not doing it already?
Fear of exhausters.
Fear.
Fear. Varying thoughts.
What else? What else? What else could be the reason?
Uncertainty. Uncertainty of the future. Uncertainty of the result.
Or do you know how to pay attention?
Mainly we are distracted.
Do you have attention to pay attention? That's the question. When you have to pay something, you have to have it, right? So do you have attention? Do you have the ability to pay attention? That's the first question. Do you understand attention? Do you even understand attention? So this is exactly what we are starting. Today, my focus of this video is to introduce you to the term called attention. Right? When I say attention, the whole world should stop. You should be able to look at the bird side, the Arjuna side. Okay? So in that given moment, 2 minutes later, 2 minutes before, you'll have a lot of things to worry about in the world. But at that, get that phone. So at that given point of time, it is important for you to pay attention. So normally, a lot of people do not have the skill where they can actually pay attention. So here, one of the fundamental things which you have to start building from day zero today is your ability to start developing attention. You have to start building attention because it's hard and it is not natural. Okay. Now, what is attention? Highest and most refined form of concentration. Now, what is laser? What is laser? What is laser? Okay, this is a diffuse light. What you see is a diffuse light. With diffuse light, you cannot do anything. But when you have laser, which is highly concentrated, you can cut through anything, right? Laser is one of, you can even do surgeries, or it can be used for attacks also, right? So once something becomes concentrated in a very sharp manner, the quality, the attribute changes. Tube light versus laser. So versus your regular attention, regular concentration with attention, it's laser focus. Laser focus. That is exactly what you have to start building. Okay. So one of the things which you have to start building, which is not there already, is you have to start building attention. Now, for you to build attention, we have to make sure you're removing all the things which are reducing your attention or which are creating distractions. Okay. In general, please get rid of your regular physical needs. So we have physical needs, mental needs, emotional needs. Okay. And when I say physical needs, minimize your requirement when it comes to sleep, when it comes to food. Make sure you minimize all of them, because automate them. Don't have a lot of choices. Don't add them into decision making loops. So minimize them so that it becomes automated. You wake up, somebody gives you something, eat. That's it. You have a desired place to sleep. Sleep at 9:50, wake up at 4:50. Done. That's it. Do not change these two. Otherwise, you will have to put a lot of time to to maintain this. So there should not be any maintenance. When you buy a vehicle, there should be zero maintenance, right? So this is exactly how best vehicles are built. So similarly for you, at least for the next 3 months, the maintenance has to be very minimal. This is one. Next, emotional needs. Now, your body is responsible for your physical needs. Now, emotional needs are mostly created by relations. Any relationship with yourself, with your parents, siblings, someone outside, anyone. Remove the relationship tracks completely, including yourself. Treat yourself like a robot. Do not create some emotional loops don't have an identity, collapse your identity, crush your ego, you don't exist. And I'm saying it very frankly, the world would not care for you until you become a CA, or you yourself won't care about yourself, or you yourself cannot even respect yourself. Self-respect does not exist, but still, please understand that, okay? Let's not try to protect which does not exist. There is no identity until you meet a particular goal. In the short term, don't deal with it. Don't have it, don't deal with it, completely collapse. So your internal relation with yourself, and also all the relations, mother, father, whatever it is, you don't just ask them for some time and space, because you're already here. You're already here. Something else, some micro little things keep happening at home. Do not worry. Completely cut off relations from everyone for the next 3 to 4 months, because emotions cause the highest amount of damage to your attention. If something is destroying your attention, you destroy them or don't deal with them. Okay, so we spoke about the physical one, and next is the emotional one, and finally the mental. I would say the cognitive space. When I talk about cognitive things, now these are the things which will stop you from putting in more effort. Like when you have money, when do you invest money? Only when you get the right return. When you have time, when you invest your time, only when you get the time return on time invested. So make sure you always follow efficiency. Please have a strict role in terms of becoming efficient. Unless you become efficient, your body and mind won't push you to put in more time. So make sure you protect the efficiency, not productivity. Productivity is sitting for 12 hours. Efficiency is extracting the desired outcome, 90% out of the time you put in. Okay. So once you make sure every study session which you put in is efficient, you automatically feel the need to study more, because only when you get the written, you'll study more. Okay. So these are the rough basics, and we're going into a 100-day challenge for final. For interview, anyways, have only 50 days, less than that. So depending on the cycles you are following, we'll tell you what has to be done. Fundamental schedule is morning 6 a.m. to 9 a.m., 10 to 1, 2 to 5. These are 3 by 3 slots. 9 hours are compulsory. These are 3 by 3 slots. You'll get a wake up call at 4:50, 4:50 to 5. You wake up at 4:50, you get up at 5 o'clock. Waking up to getting up, only 10 minutes. You go to bed at 9:50, sleep at 10 o'clock. 10-minute transition, that's it, not 2-hour transition. Then 5 o'clock, the moment you wake up, you'll start doing something called previous day revision. Okay, previous day recall. Jot down all the points which you can remember. Next 50 minutes, you revise what you have covered in the previous day. This will create a logical correlation between yesterday and today. This is done. Before you sleep, you'll have a session with the mentor, a subject expert, and once you're done with it, you submit your day end revision. And only once you submit your day end revision, then you'll sleep. Okay, these are the macros. I'll keep discussing more of the things, but whatever has been shared in this specific video is what you have to start paying attention to at this junction. Because since we are sharing all of us openly in a public platform, we all have a collective responsibility to make sure we clear. And once you clear, your life is settled. And once we all clear together, we are also sorted. So this is one video which will set the strong context. You're scared what might happen if I do not clear. So when you are sitting in for the video, you have a lot of thoughts. But if you look at it, I should be the one who should be the scared most, because my stakes are higher, right? Now, individually, you might clear. Even if one of you don't clear, my stakes are higher. So I'm putting myself at the forefront before you think of that. Is that clear?
Yes.
So clearing in our respective exams, September and November.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So are we taking the one last attempt challenge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's repeat this. I'll clear my exams in one last attempt. Okay, thank you, Dikshita.